If you're looking for car keys, your pocket is one place where you have to look at least 600 or 700 times. You wear out the cloth in your pocket.
Oh, geez, I had them. They were right here, you know. Like usually I'll put them in here. See, I get out of the car, I have them. Hold on. See, now then, hold on. No, usually, see, now, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. No. But maybe I'd sneak up on them. No, they're not in there. I don't know what the hell I did with them.
Listen, don't deal with police. Don't deal with them, man. I had to bail a friend of mine out of jail one time. You know, that was horrible. I tried to look as non-threatening as possible. Hi. I'm here to bail out my buddy. Oh, okay. Well, while you're here, you do fit a description. If you'll walk this way, we can process you.
Sometimes it's an unusual item that's missing. Did you ever come home and the goddamn couch is gone?
Where's the couch?
I don't know. It's gone, that's true. Where could it be? Could be anywhere. Maybe it'll come back, maybe, but no, not this, too big. Nothing over 6 feet ever comes back on its own. Well, it was here this morning. Well, of course it was here this morning.
Why don't you take your logic and go to bed?
I can't.
Why not?
I sleep on the couch.
If you have an issue in a relationship, you should be able to argue that issue out, right? But see, ladies, you gotta stick to the issue. You be arguing about the dishes, baby. Baby, could you wash your dish at least before you put it in the sink? Premature ejaculator? Damn it. You know, why you gotta bring that up? I don't even believe in that.
Well, I drilled a hole in my ear, put an ornament in there, and set about my task.
Some people think everything has to mean something. Well, some things don't mean anything. But people think it means something. It means you're gay. If it's in this ear, it means you're gay. If it's in this ear, it means you like to hump water buffalo or something. I don't know. Somebody said to me, well, what does it mean? I said, it means I killed a man in prison for asking questions.
And that seemed to satisfy his curiosity.
Yeah, we had fun. We used to watch porn together. That's how cool she was. We learned about each other. You get two guys and a girl in a room. It's the wrong kind of teamwork. Downright brutal, if you ask me. I'll pull her hair. I'll smack her ass. That poor woman looked like a chicken on a rotisserie and help me!
But these days, if you want to be different these days, one earring isn't enough. You got to have a whole colony of those goddamn things growing up the side of your head like they're out of control. Or if you really want to be different, you got to get your nose pierced. That'll make you different. Get your nose pierced. Actually, you don't have to get it pierced. You can do it yourself at home with a paper punch. You'll make a good impression at the job interview with one of your dad's Tie-Tacks sticking through your nose.
If you're an American, you're a racist. We brought up from the beginning to think in generalizations. I'm a racist. The other day, I caught myself being racist against myself. There's so much getting on, I got mixed up. Forgot whose team I was on.
I think there are some changes we could make in certain sports that would make them more exciting, you know? Like in football, I would let all 45 guys play at the same time. You know, what's this standing around watching the game? Get in there, put a helmet on, and hurt somebody, for Christ's sake, will you? You're not getting paid to watch, and never mind lining up. Just grab the ball and run like a motherfucker, you know? Another thing I would do in football, I would leave the injured on the field.
I was walking with my sister, and a car sped around the corner, and the window came down, and somebody threw a snowball and hit me right in my shoulder. I knew it was premeditated, because who the fuck has a snowball in a warm car? Caught in the traffic. So then I ran out into the street, and I just tapped on his window. Hey, my man, can I just talk to you guys for a second? This is an old black trick. Really, I didn't want to talk. I was going to fuck him up.
You could make basketball a lot quicker. You know what you do? You have a 2-second shot clock. As soon as that ball is inbounds, get that sumbitch up in the air. I didn't come to watch a game of catch. I'm looking for a 400 or 500 point ball game. I'm a fan. I want 6 overtimes and 1,000 points on the board. Another thing I would do for basketball, at the center court line, for 10 feet on either side of the center court line, I would have a gasoline fire. You talk about the fast break, you'd see the really fast break.
I saw in the New York Times, they said Ebola is the new AIDS. Isn't that something? Here I am thinking that old AIDS was working just fine. And they already have a new AIDS out. I'm not going to say nothing about the police. I'll leave that for Chris Rock.
That's what I'm looking for, injuries. That's what I like about sports. I don't care who wins these games. If I want to see winners, I'll watch the Academy Awards. I'm looking for injuries, serious, lifelong, crippling, debilitating injuries. I'm an American. Give me a little violence and I'm a happy guy. Most people won't admit that. They'll say, well, I like the competition. Yeah, like Hiroshima, right? Fuck the competition. I'm looking for a leg in 2 or 3 places.
Yeah, tough time for the blacks. We all go through something, but at least I can leave my backpack someplace. If you Arab and forget your backpack, you got about 20 minutes before they send that robot to blow your shit up. You can kiss all that engineering homework goodbye, Fuhad.
You know, baseball needs a little speeding up. You know how you speed up baseball? Everybody gets one swing. That's it. One swing. F*** you, you're out. Sit down. Come on, let's go. Come on. Sit down. Come on. Let's go. Here's another thing to make baseball a lot faster. If the pitcher hits the batter with the ball, batter's out. You hit 27 guys, you got yourself a perfect game, my friend. You get two really good, accurate pitchers out there, and you could be out of that ballpark in 15 minutes.
My wife once called me a pussy in front of dinner guests. I know, I started to get mad, but then I was like, fuck it, she's probably right. I am a pussy, I admit it. I'm soft and warm and persuasive like a real pussy. And then I said, and if you don't take care of me properly, I might stink like your pussy.
Anything that isn't played with the ball can't be a sport. These are my rules, I make them up. Hockey is played with a puck. What is a puck? I never even heard of a puck outside of hockey. Have you ever heard of a puck? The only other place you find a puck is in the urinal to control the smell in the bathroom. All right? And as far as I'm concerned, any game where the main object is something that came out of a urinal is definitely not a sport.
You know, it's illegal for a gynecologist to say the word pussy. They can only say vagina, or they can name individual parts medically, but they can never say shorthand, even if the gynecologist is a woman. I feel like if it was a woman gynecologist, it's cool. Like, am I all right? And she'd be like, girl, that pussy is. Yeah.
Boxing is not a sport. Boxing is a way to beat the shit out of somebody. In that respect, boxing is a more sophisticated form of hockey. But beating the shit out of somebody is not a sport, in spite of what the police think. When police brutality becomes an Olympic event, fine, then boxing can be a sport. Bowling isn't a sport because you have to rent the shoes.
I don't think men should be allowed to be gynecologists. That shit is a conflict of interest. Even when my wife was pregnant, we used to go to the gynecologist, and he'd put her legs up in that stirrup like this. He'd be like, all right, Miss Chappelle, just try to relax. I push her back up, my I got this. Just tell me what to look for.
You ever watch golf on TV? It's like watching flies I get more excited picking out socks, hitting a ball with a crooked stick, and then walking after it. And then hitting it again. I say, pick it up, asshole. You're lucky you found it. Put it in your pocket and go the home, will ya?
I said, yeah, I'm a little nervous about getting married, man. It's a big step. I said, yeah, it is. It's a big step. He said, well, you've been married for a while. You got any advice for us? No, I'm married to a woman. Sorry about that. And he corrected me. He said, no, you married the person that you love. I said, you know, man, the problem with that statement is that it makes the assumption that I love her.
We got a strange culture. This has got to be the only country in the world that could ever come up with a disease like bulimia. Got to be the only country in the world where some people have no food at all and other people eat a nourishing meal and puke it up intentionally. This is a country where tobacco kills 400,000 people a year, so they ban artificial sweeteners. Because a rat died.
I got one son that goes to a public school, and his little brother goes to a private school. It's an experiment. I just want to see what's going to happen to him. Might be like 12 black students in the entire school, and I'm the only black parent.
We were founded on a very basic double standard. This country was founded by slave owners who wanted to be free. Am I right? A group of slave owners who wanted to be free. So they killed a lot of white English people in order to continue owning their black African people, so they could wipe out the rest of the red Indian people and move west and steal the rest of the land from the brown Mexican people, giving them a place to take off and drop their nuclear weapons on the yellow Japanese people.
I said I should just never go home. You know, by the way, that's how people used to get divorced in the 40s. There wasn't no divorce court in America. Back in those days, if you want to get out your marriage, you just tell your wife, hey, baby, I'm going to get a pack of cigarettes. I'll be right back. You would just leave with the clothes on your back. That's when men were men. And there was no internet back then, so you could move 11 miles away and have a whole new life.
There are an awful lot of people walking around, not all there.
There are people walking around with a kind of a neutral zone around their heads. Some people leave part of their brains at home when they come out in the morning. Hey, some people don't have that much to bring out in the first place.
You know, when you're good looking, everybody will tell you, oh, you look wonderful, you're so great looking. But when you're ugly, you gotta figure that out for yourself. It's a lot of putting clues together who there is. Why am I not getting in the club? I got all the right shit on. Kevin Spacey's out here grabbing men by the pussy. I didn't even know that was possible.
Run into a bakery and say, can you bake a cake in the shape of a penis? They never know. They always have to have a meeting. Well, I don't know. Wait a minute now. Hold on just a second. Could we have a picture to go by? Well, no, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you, lady. Helen! Order more flour, Helen!
Kevin Spacey shouldn't have done that to that kid. He's 14 years old and was forced to carry a grown man's secret for 30 years. Jesus Christ, he must have been busting at the seams with that one. The saddest part is, if he were able to carry that secret for 6 more months, I would get to know how House of Cards ends.
Next time you're at a wishing well, ask to see the manager. Tell him you've been coming there for 10 years and none of your wishes have come true. Either you give me my money back, or I'm shitting in the well. You ever notice in the bar someone always says to you, hey, can I buy you a drink? Say, no thanks, but can I have the money instead?
Sometimes I wouldn't talk about where I went, but y'all don't even want to know. I was gone for a long time, nigga. I was in the upside down. All my heroes is either murdered by the government or registered sex offenders.
Do you ever notice in some hotels they give you a little sewing kit? You know what I do? I sew the towels together. Sew the sheets to the drapes. Let them know you've been there.
We should pay those motherfuckers for blowing the whistle because they make our lives better. And we could change the narrative. We could make one motherfucker have a good outcome for doing the right thing. And if you did that, the niggas like Harvey Weinstein wouldn't rape for 40 years because bitch want a stupid-ass part. We should take care of each other. Wouldn't it be nice to be like, remember that time they was going to kill Jesus, but then he got all that money?
There's a lot of shit you have to put up with when you're driving. First of all, there's the guy whose turn signal has been on since 1955. Then there's the guy behind you at night whose brights are on. He has his brights on in case you want to read. Well, I just happen to have a copy of Ivanhoe with me.
The store is owned by Mr. Fong, and every day he sees me, he does me wrong. He's Korean. Now, I'd never say I hate all Korean people. I haven't met all Korean people. That hate talks for savages. But even though I don't generalize, I do percentages and averages. So far, I hate 1 out of 5 Korean people I've met so far.
Here's a feeling you'll recognize immediately. You ever been behind somebody on like a 2-lane road or something, somebody you cannot get around? You've been behind him already for like 18 minutes, and you want to get somewhere, and he's not moving at all? And did you ever get so pissed off that all you want to do now is catch up with him to see what the f*** he looks like? You know that feeling? Look, he looks exactly like I thought he would. Constipated!
You know how I know I'm getting old? This is embarrassing, but I was in my hotel room. I'm not gonna lie, I was jerking off, like.
This is the ideal sized dog to have. You know why? Anybody comes to visit you, the first thing that dog does is take his nose and put it right in their crotch. Woo! Woo! He smells my dog! No, Marge, I don't believe that's the animal he has in mind.